Hi darlings, I hope you're all doing very, very well. In today's video, I am of course doing another Tattoo Enthusiast reacts to tattoo TikToks. This is my second one out of my 5-day streak for Christmas. We're doing sort of like a Christmas countdown with tattoo TikToks. What a nightmare of an advent calendar. Because, yeah, this is not the advent calendar you probably want. But either way, here we go. I hope you're all doing well, of course. I hope you're cozy and comfortable. You got your snacks and your beverages. Yeah? All right, we good? We better be. I'll be mad. I'll be very mad if I find out that you have no snacks or beverages and you're not comfortable. No, that doesn't wash with me. You know, like that makes me very sad and upset. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's just jump on into it. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, let's go.
I'll tell you the tattoo placements that fade the most and also things that you might be doing wrong that make your tattoos fade. Yes, I'm calling you out if you don't wear sunscreen. For most fingers and hands, they fade. We've talked about this. Wash our hands and move our hands so much. If you have a great finger tattoo, I'm so happy for you, but usually that's not the case for everyone. Out of the wrist around this whole area, you can see mine's faded. We just move our wrists so much. We usually need a touch up in general, but I've seen people that get tattoos like right here that disappear completely. Anything on your feet or ankles that are gonna constantly rub against socks and shoes, they're gonna fade. Sadly, the side of the foot is usually the worst because that's what's rubbing against the shoes the most. Inside of the mouth and lip is up there too, whether they fade off completely or they just end up being patchy. If you over moisturize, you're actually causing your tattoo more harm. Shitload of moisturizer. That moisturizer is gonna try to push the ink up and out of your skin. Kind of like soaking it in water. You don't wanna do that while it's healing. If you don't sunscreen and you sit in tanning beds or the sun, pick the scab.
That was all very chaotic and very fast, but for the most part, I think I understood and I agree with the majority. I am one of the lucky ones that have had finger tattoos last for years. My oldest one is my heart right here. Don't mean to swear at you. But yeah, I've had this since, oh my God, it's like 10 years old at this point. I've had this for 10 years, over 10 years, 10 and a half years. And while the line work has definitely expanded quite a bit, I'll put up a picture of what it looked like when it was done fresh. I've never needed a touch up or anything like that. I've been super lucky with my finger and hand tattoos. And of course I have my palm tattoo as well, which, I mean, that's only like nearly 6 months old at this point. So still early days. But yeah, it just depends on who you are as a person, how your skin reacts to it, what you do for a job. I don't have a, laborious job in any way, shape or form. I use my hands to like edit, I guess. But that's about it. And of course, sunscreen is incredibly important. Anytime you'll catch me out sunbathing, which is very, very rare, mainly when I just go on holiday, I will use a factor 50. Because one, I'm incredibly pale anyway, right? So I need that factor 50 even if I wasn't tattooed. The higher SPF you use, it's much better for you and your tattoos, of course. Also, sorry if my camera keeps shaking. Like, look at this. It's a nightmare. I had to get a new tripod because the one I use, this one, it just, like, it kept falling, like, because my lens is pretty heavy. So I got a more sturdier one, but it's just like, nah, we're going to wobble instead. I just can't win, basically. So if you see a wobble, I do apologize. I'm trying to keep my hands off the desk, but I keep forgetting. Okay, so we have a dartboard tattoo flash situation going on here. So we've got the amour. It's going on the neck. Okay. Oh, that did not look sharp or crispy or clean. Was that me or did that just, I'm watching it again, but that did not look crisp. I mean, maybe it's the font, but that just looks very heavy and blobby and kind of unreadable. Like the A doesn't look like the A in the stencil, right? But either way, I would totally do something like this, but the thing for me is I'd have to make sure that I liked at least 70% of the tattoos on the dartboard, just in case that I would get something I didn't like. So it'd have to be like the majority of the tattoos I like, because then it's like worth the risk. Would any of you do something like this? Are you feeling spontaneous?
When I was about 19 or 20 years old, I used to have this boyfriend that would lie for no fucking reason. I discovered that he was a pathological liar, right? And this is how I found out. So a little background, right? I met this fool on Facebook, okay, through a mutual friend. and he portrayed himself on Facebook as a tattoo artist.
Oh no.
He even had like this whole album that was titled My Work, and I went through it and I was looking at his shit one day and I was like, wow, he's really fucking talented, right? Anyways, fast forward a little bit and me and him end up getting together. I'm over here thinking I'm hot shit because in my 19, 20-year-old brain, I'm just like, ooh, I'm going out with tattoo artists, y'all.
Oh no.
Anyways, fast forward a little bit, right? So I asked him one day, can you give me a tattoo? Like, how am I going to be with a tattoo artist and I have one tattoo on my body, right? So he tattoos me. And when I tell y'all that that was the biggest fucking regret of my life, I really mean that shit. I'm actually in the process of getting it removed, okay? Anyways, so I'm looking at the tattoo he gives me, and then I'm like remembering the work I saw on his Facebook, right? And I'm just like comparing the two, and I'm just like, something ain't adding the fuck up. So I confront him about this, and I'm just like, why the fuck does it look like this? He immediately goes into like a fucking victim mode and just like, oh my god, you're being so mean, da 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 da. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am being a little mean. So anyways, he leaves and something in my brain was just like, bitch, go and look up those fucking pictures. Like Google image search those bitches.
Yes.
So I did. I looked up every single image in that album that was titled his work, and it all belonged to somebody else. It all was somebody else's work. So I confronted him about this again, and I'm just like, yo, why are you lying? You straight capping on fucking Facebook talking about this is your work, this is your shit, and it's somebody else's work. Like, this is other tattoo artists' work. What, you're a piece of shit. He plays the victim card again, bitch, but I'm just like, you know what? No, you're fucking weird. We're done. I broke up with him.
Good.
Fast forward like maybe a day or two later, right? And he's over here all on my line talking about, oh, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. He's telling me that he misses me, so he sends me a poem that he wrote, right?
Oh no.
So when he sends me the poem, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna Google this shit too. I just copy paste it, put it in Google. Tell me why somebody else wrote the fucking poem, bitch. So I confront him again and I'm just like, bitch, can you stop stealing people's shit? What the fuck is the matter with you? Then he starts saying, well, those are my true feelings about you. Yeah, I switched up a couple words, but that's really how I feel. I'm like, no, leave me the fuck alone. You're a fucking weirdo. Fast forward a couple years later, I have not spoken to him since then, right? One day I'm going through my archives. This is before a Facebook message request where you can see someone who wasn't your friend sent you a message request and you can approve it or decline it. It was just sent to your archives, right? I'm cleaning out my archives one day and this older lady is in my shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? I go and look and there is a message that I had never seen dated back to 2 years ago, and it's this older lady and she's just like, how come on your Facebook it says that you're with so-and-so is having a baby with my daughter and he lives with us.
It is wild out there. Dating and being single, it's so scary because you just don't, like, you can trust nobody. Like, you cannot trust anybody. Oh my gosh, a similar situation happened in my town. Well, not to this extent, but there was a tattoo studio that took other artists' work and claimed it as their own. I spotted it, because that's just me as a person, and I full on called them out. I might still have their images on my Facebook, but I recognised one of the tattoos that they claimed as their own because it was an artist that I followed. And oh God, what was her name? Was it Liz or something like that? I don't remember her name, but she does very colourful, sort of realism, artsy tattoos. And I clocked that this tattoo studio was claiming it as theirs, and they were using it to promote, you know, their tattoo work. And I was like, this is so freaking dodgy, really? So I was like a full-on Karen. This was years ago. It's scary, but it's an actual thing. Like, tattoo studios or tattoo artists do this because obviously they basically just can't do that quality of work, and they know they can't, so they'll just take other people's artwork, claim it as their own, and be like, yeah, this is what I can do. And then, you know, people that just don't know any different, I mean, you know, unless you do some investigative work, nobody's gonna know if this is a scam or not, right? Anyway, a client that doesn't know any better will go in, ask for, you know, maybe a portrait tattoo in this sort of situation, and they'll end up with something that looks like a foot and nothing like what they have advertised. It is not cool at all. And yeah, I'm hoping it's very rare. I mean, it's never happened to me. Let me know if it's happened to you before, if you know of a situation like this. So gross. Like, if you can't do artwork the way you want to, either practice to get to that standard, or I don't know. Customer of the month goes to... Oh, I understand. I really do. I get it, my love. half the time this is how I want to react. I won't lie to you. Oh, I mean, inner arm, it depends who you are as a person and how sensitive you are there. But my first inner arm tattoo did not hurt at all. I don't know why. It just did not feel like anything at all. I have script in my inner arm here, like this person. And I was like, that was probably the easiest tattoo I've ever been through. Okay. But this arm was like, nah, we are hurting, we are stinging. It was irritated. It was so sore when healing. It was rubbing up against everything that I was wearing. I was like walking around like this for a few days, you know, because I've had 2 sleeves on this arm pretty much at this point. So this area has been tattooed quite a few times now. And oh, it's not fun. But I understand that. Like, that's how I feel on the inside when I get tattooed. But when I'm getting tattooed, my face just says this. Oh boy. Clean my new tat with me. Oh, okay. Hang on. I was just about to be like, where is that going? What are you doing with this mini sword? And you're about to clean a tattoo. Like, please, for the love of God, if you're trying to like scrape this second skin off, I will lose my shit. Okay? Because I wouldn't put it past someone, honestly. On this clock app, I swear to God. Anyway, pulling it the wrong way. Pulling it the wrong damn way. Okay. I mean, minus the pulling the second skin the wrong way. I think they did wet it with a paper towel by the looks of things, so that's okay. But it's not the worst one I've ever seen. And I'm not sure what they cleaned it with either. I've never seen a bottle like that before, but it was okay. Not the worst second skin pulling I've ever seen before, so they get a pass. I let the intrusive thoughts win. No. No. Stop it. You've run out of ink. You've just... Horse? Is this even this has to be is this a professional setting? Yeah, it has to be. It looks professional. But, like, there is no way a tattoo artist could just let that happen. Surely.
Horse. Bro, geef.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. On closer inspection, I don't think it's the same machine. Because the camera sort of...
Horse. Bro, geef.
Like... Yeah, the switch over and the grabbing was too quick. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be real, but that just... I have suspicions that this isn't real.
Horse. Bro, geef.
Because that... Oh, I don't know. I just have some suspicions that it's... And the way that the ink is going on like that, and they... I don't know. What do you think? Because, yeah. I hope this is just, like, fake. You know, like, what sane tattoo artist would allow this to happen? For a client just to grab the tattoo machine off of them and do a tattoo. Like, I as a tattoo artist, I'd kick off. I'd be like, what are you doing? No, get off. Get out of here. I'm not tattooing you anymore. Who knows, eh? Point of view, position your client on the bed.
No. Ooh. Yeah, that's the one.
That is honestly the worst. Probably one of the most uncomfortable things about getting tattooed. I mean, obviously getting tattooed is uncomfortable with the pain of the needle and all of that jazz, but sometimes you just end up in the most weirdest positions and most uncomfortable positions. You're stretching arms out where arms shouldn't be going. Your legs look, you know, like a freaking chicken leg, like you're all skew if, and it just gets uncomfortable. And I have achy bones, you know, like it's not even an age thing for me. I have always had very achy bones. Like if I sit on my legs for too long, you know, like sit cross-legged or whatever, oh my gosh, getting up is so painful, and I get the most painful like pins and needles and stuff like that. So yeah, getting tattooed is pretty uncomfortable.
All right, sweetie, you ready to get some new notebooks and protractors and slacks?
I want blue jeans.
You're getting slacks.
Oh my gosh. Oh hell no. What the hell? Could you imagine if an artist was actually like that? I think it's very beneficial to go to an artist that specializes in doing, you know, a certain color palette, you know. Some do both, which is great, but I think I always end up going to artists that specialize in, you know, either doing black work or color, because I feel like I'm going to get a good result with that. And I know that they're good at it and they love doing it, you know. Artists that charge by the piece. Artists that charge by the hour. Oh my gosh. I don't know how true this is. It does say in the caption, all jokes. Most tattooers are mindful of their time, but sadly many have had experiences like this one where the artist takes 5 to 6 long breaks and charge for all of them. Yeah, that I recently just did a tattoo artist red flag, and I mentioned about how tattoo artists taking very long breaks or breaks very often is a big red flag. Not just for this reason of just like charging you for the breaks, but like they're wasting your time as well, you know, like it's just rude. Okay. Stop it. I mean, it's a cool tattoo. But that's a new one. That the monster reveal, okay, wow, okay. Caption says, throwback to favorite tattoo reveal. We came back to do this after the tattoo was fully healed. I kind of had a suspicion because it didn't look super shiny and fresh, you know, or even irritated. But yeah, I'm kind of glad though that this whole reveal trend situation is dying down a little bit. Like some artists still do it with a bit of foam, but it's very quick. But there was a time, oh my gosh, not even that long ago, where tattoo artists would get all of the foamy cleany stuff or just random things, and they would very slowly reveal the tattoo. And honestly, like it was fun at first, but the novelty of that has gone. I'm bored of stuff like that now. How different clients walk into a tattoo shop. Oh god. Shy first timer. Oh, high pain tolerance baddie. Yes. Regular client from years ago. The one whose mother made them promise to check the studio's hygiene. The one who always brings thoughtful presents. Oh, the one who's getting the 3rd tattoo this month. Refuses to admit it's a coping mechanism. Oh my god. I think this is incredibly accurate. I mean, I just kind of walk in. I'm like, hi, I have an appointment. I don't think I have any sort of je ne sais quoi when walking in the studio. But yeah, that just pretty accurate, I would imagine. I hate these things. I hate them. This is terrifying to me. Oh hell no. How is this person looking at that? I would have my face turned away. I'd be like, I don't want to see it, because I don't get, you know, squeamish or anything like that when getting tattooed. You know, I don't care. Normally can't see the tattoo needles when getting tattooed because they're normally not that big. That's like what I call the lawnmower of tattoo needle machine setup. Okay. I mean, it gets the job done quicker, so is a more effective, okay, which is great for a client who is going through, you know, a big blackout situation, but it is just terrifying. Like, again, don't get scared of tattoo situations ever, but there's just something about that just makes me very uncomfortable. So I'm sure if you've been watching this series for a while, you'll know that I kind of in the future want to black out the whole of my back and then get white and more blacking over the top. It's not something that's going to be happening anytime soon, but I'd imagine that to get the blackout done first, this kind of thing would be beneficial to me and the artist. And luckily it's on my back and I won't have to see it. But still, that's going to take a lot of mental preparation. I don't want to see it. Don't joke. You know, like how horses have those like blinder things on? Yes, I'm going to get some of those for me so I don't see it. Okay? Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, my love, so I'm going to react to one more for this video. Again, like I said in the previous one of these, I'm just doing them a little bit shorter because I'm doing like 5 in a row kind of thing. anyway. When your tat artist hits you with the alcohol, if you know, you know. Oh.
For 2 years of saying I did it. What is that? Alcohol?
It's gonna say.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
My God, why did you do that? Quit rubbing it.
No, you have to let me do it.
So is this after having the tattoo? Yeah, I can see the fresh tattoo.
It is fine. It's clean. No, it's clean. It's fucking clean.
You stay still. Be professional.
I stayed still the whole time. I'm professional. Clean. Bro. Dude. Camera on or not?
Just, okay, let me get around it.
It needs to be
so glad you
done.
recorded that.
It needs to be done.
Brother, you tattoo me again.
Oh gosh, there is something about alcohol and open wounds. It just sucks, doesn't it? There's this one time, I can't remember for the life of me which tattoo it was or which tattoo artist. The tattoo artist wasn't at fault. I'd shaved my legs the day before and I must have cut myself like a tiny little bit or something. I don't know. But a bit of alcohol went in that area of my leg and I just, all I remember is the pain. I just remember being like, oh, that sucks. Oh, but you know, it's better to be safe and sorry. It's better to be clean than have an infection. Okay, my darlings, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and spending your festive time with me. It means so much to me. And until my next video, bye.